Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another video, and today I have huge, massive news. Something that you guys won't expect to see on this channel. I'm sorry for the Pokemon fans, and the conspiracy fans. No Pokemon conspiracies today. We are breaking down something awesome that I found today at a yard sale. And it's a toy I've wanted to add into my toy collection for a very long time. It is the grail of grails, the holy grail of bootleg toys. And that, my friend, is Deathlore. Check this beauty out. We're going to take it out of the case. So, the unique thing about this toy is, first of all, it's extremely rare. It was made in 1984. It was a bootleg series. And it basically, check this out. So these toys, they basically had glitter in them, and you would add water, and then you would shake the toy around, and then the glitter would go everywhere. You can see on the back of this is the little glitter specks that are still left over. These are extremely difficult to find. There was a series, there was 5 of them, and there's one that's called Demon, but this one, Deathlore specifically, is the most valuable and sought after, with just arms and legs. Like an arm of this goes for like $150. A leg goes for like another $130. So just the body parts, if you find any purple arms or purple legs anywhere that look like this, are worth hundreds of dollars. It came with a ray gun and a shield that I'm trying to pick up, with just the small little toy shield being $250. But one of these in complete condition, as just like this, is worth $4,000 to $6,000. If you have one in the original box at home, they are pretty much priceless. Like, these are like, you can pretty much name your price, and a collector will probably give you 10 or 20 grand for it. So that's why, if you see these at a yard sale, or any of the clear bodied action figures, there was 5 of them. I've wanted to always collect them all. Grab them. If you can find them for under $1,000 or a couple $1,000, you should buy them. Hands down, they're rare as fuck. There's no more that will ever be created. Kind of like Pokemon in a way. These were made in Taiwan in 1984. So, yeah, how many do you think exist? Most of them that you find, someone like burnt the head with a lighter, or, you know, the torsos would get discolored from the glitter and the water, because the water would discolor these. Most of these are yellow. So to find one with a clear body, like this clear, is next to impossible. A lot of them leak, and this one does not, which is very unique. Just a very incredible toy. I'm pretty much tickled pink to find one. I bought a whole box of vintage toys at yard sale for $10. I didn't even know it was in there, and there was about $300 of toys already. I was pretty excited for some of the stuff I found. And in the bottom of it is Deathlore. So it was a series called Speculator, and so it's called the Speculator Deathlore. And it was a very short knockoff series that they made, and they made those action figures, and they were in stores for a short time, and most people ruined them, and the first thing they did was use them and then blow them up with firecrackers. So they are extremely tough to come by. So if you ever see this at a store, if you see this face or head, you should buy it in a heartbeat, especially if you can get the arm for like $1, you know, or just put it in your pocket, and someone just, you know, doesn't even care. Like, hey, can I have this toy arm? And, you know, they give it to you. So keep an eye out for these. Keep an eye out for the ray gun. You can search it up online. There's a bunch of forums on these and grail articles, but these are the holy grail of bootleg toy collecting. If you're a bootleg toy collector, you know what this is. So yeah, I'm really excited to find one. I've always wanted to purchase one. I didn't really know what they were when I was younger, but as I got older, I started to really appreciate the vintage bootleg toy market. I don't talk about it as much on this channel because I just don't think a lot of you will like appreciate it, but this was just a find that I had to flex, because it's just hilarious, the story that goes about it, and why knowledge is power in this world. The more knowledge you have on pretty much every topic, you will be a force to be reckoned with. If you know vintage toys, Pokemon, cars, and real estate, you will do extremely well. You'll do extremely well. And if you just keep your wits about you and be patient, you will do extremely well. But yeah, that's why I say get out there to your yard sales, get hunting. Hope you guys find some good shit like this. But yeah, the best Holy Grail toy find I have ever had in my existence of toy finding. So yeah, what an incredible piece. What an incredible piece. Let me know if you guys are into vintage toys. If you guys like this video, if you want to give you more vintage toy knowledge on what toys to look out for, I can start doing a series on it or something crazy like that. Or if you just want me to go back to Pokemon stuff, that's fine. Or I can do both. So let me know in the comments what you guys want me to do, or we can do conspiracies. We can go all three, whatever. But either way, yeah, I had to break this into the series because I feel like the internet should be more aware of how actual rare these are and the real market demand for these. That almost everybody is looking for this toy. You know, I mean, not everybody, but the people that like bootleg toys are looking for this. So, yeah, if you find one, you are one lucky bastard. And that's how I feel today. You know, because these are only going to get rarer because as time goes on, more get thrown away. They were only made in the 80s. You know, more people don't even know what they are and they just destroy them. And there's just less and less. Even 6 years ago, these were really tough to come by. So to find one in 2025 is like basically like finding a first edition booster box out in the wild. I mean, not the same value, but definitely the same rarity, you know. So, yeah, vintage bootleg toys are definitely a very desirable collectible market, and they're just very unique pieces of history that I've always enjoyed. I've always loved bootleg toys that are just goofy and weird, and that toy was always just goofy and weird to me. And you put a skull on it and have the unique, you know, crystal clear body is just such a unique creation. And that's why I've always liked vintage toys. I always thought some vintage toys are really unique, but this was one of my grail pieces that I've always wanted to add to my collection, but I never wanted to spend a giant sum of money getting my hands on. But I've thought about it a couple times, but still, yeah, really glad to get one without having to spend a shit ton of money. I will probably never sell mine, because I really just think they'll probably get more expensive. But yeah, I'm actually looking for the shield and the ray gun. So if any of you have the shield or the ray gun and are willing to sell it, I will pay you what it's worth. I don't really care. I really want to complete the toy. So if you have the shield out there, I think the shield's going for like $250. I'll buy it off you for $250. The ray gun I think is like $150-ish, $200-ish. I would definitely buy both. If anyone has any of them out there, let me know. Definitely interested. Or if you have any other of the 5 action figures, let me know. Either way, very unique piece, and I just figured some of you will get some enjoyment out of this. And at least you guys can't say I don't teach you something, you fuckers. You know, I still share the wisdom out there. You know, hopefully you guys find some in the wild. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We're out.